Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Innkeeper. Today we'll be looking at the latest Steam branch update for Stonehearth Alpha 9. That's right, I said Alpha 9. As you can see right here, there are some interesting updates to dev build 2283. That is, being a 64-bit client, new harvesting commands, combat rebalance, combat scenarios, which are very interesting, and shops, which are also very cool. I've got a little world right here, about 30 minutes in, I think, something like that, maybe a little bit less. So I'm going to have a quick delve into what we've done. Now, I have declined an offer from, well, demand, mostly, from the goblins that, in fact, have spawned. This is part of the new combat scenarios. I think there's just one at the moment, just this goblin encampment. They did show this off in a quick development video. But as you can see, a bunch of goblins spawned with little encampment. I'm not too sure if they're meant to get rid of some of the ground around them. Not too sure if this is a spawning thing. I don't really mind too much. Just maybe make it a little bit less square. I don't know why. A little bit of nitpicking right there. Doesn't matter too much. I think it's absolutely fantastic that the world's starting to actually come alive and it's starting to fight you, which is very interesting. Before, you only got sort of random goblin hordes that were fairly weak to actually try and attack you, which does remind me I will have to actually get ourselves another footman. Now, these guys are very tough. Very, very tough. Also, this didn't used to be in this layout before. I think it's because of this random thing right here. If I just go out of that. So they have changed this. There we go. It was backwards for some reason. Or a little bit different. That might have been because the random bug right there. That one keeps reoccurring, that random bug report right there. Not too sure if that's fraps or something like that. I do apologize about it. Now, they have changed the job selection screen a little bit. I think this is to future-proof it because I'm not too sure if there was this many job opportunities before, question marked. But I imagine it is a little bit neater, I suppose. Before, it was nice to look at, but maybe a little bit too cramped, so you couldn't fit as many job opportunities in there. Whereas this one, a little bit simpler, cleaner, you know what's going on. Now, that does remind me, I did select someone to be the footman. Now, I did recently buy from a shop, which becomes a notification. Hopefully, we'll be able to see that later on. But I did buy some of this armor right here, this padded vest, from a shop for only 50 gold. Now, money in this is pretty easy to get right now. Pelts are basically 13 to 14 gold a piece, and you don't really do much with them. So, they're pretty good. You may as well just sell pelts. As you can see right here, I've got a chest of coins. So you can hoard, which is pretty cool. Now, I'm just going to see if we can actually defeat these goblins that are charging us. Like I said, they're very tough. So if we just go ahead, hopefully, we'll be able to get a swordsman in time. There's a padded vest wearer right there. And hopefully, we'll be able to actually dispatch these foes. Now, I've had a few bugs where footmen have just sort of declined to fight, which is very interesting. Now, what I really should do is actually create them into a party. Now, the problem with this is that for some reason, when I did this before, it didn't work. So what I'm going to do is hopefully they'll move towards that particular area, and then I'm just going to select it so they don't do that anymore. For some reason, they just stay in that particular zone when they're set in an attack position. Basically. So they'll just stay within the random area. I'm not too sure if this is just me, but it was an interesting bug. Now, like I said, they're pretty tough. They have armor on. They've got very decent weapons on them as well. It means we're going to need several footmen. Now, hopefully no one important dies. We did kill all of them by the looks of it. Or at least we're about to. Without any casualties, which is quite interesting. Now, what we could do is go and attack them, because these are fairly weak. The only guy I'm really worried about is Chieftain Olgi the Awesome, apparently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and attack them. Now, what I really should do is, well, save. But also, I'll show you the neat saving functionality. As you can see, a little bit cleaner. It gives you a little bit more information about your save and a little screenshot of where the, well, when you did save. So that's pretty neat, you know. This is Hope, the Let's Play I was doing. Yeah, so it actually saves these as well. I can go back on the old versions, don't worry. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Like I said, I should probably go ahead and save. I usually do new saves and overwrite, really, when I've got about 5 saves. I'm not too sure. I'm a little bit too careful there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make ourselves some more swords so we can actually create ourselves some more soldiers. Now, we can revert them back to workers, which is really good, so that's what we're going to do once we actually get all these guys sorted out. Now, this guy, I'm not too sure, I think, well, obviously the spawning is random, but what happened is you get a little notification that spawns at sort of the right middle part of the screen that will basically be a demand from the goblin high prince or whoever it is that's really being Like Chieftain Ogi the Awesome. I'm not too sure if it's always Ogi, because I'm pretty sure that's similar to the name of the character in the dev video. However, by the looks of it, you can kill him and you can, well, get his chest. Now what you can do is there are a few extra commands in the harvest option right here. Some that we've been requesting for quite a long time. As you can see, there is a cancel task option. So, you know, anything, just cancel it, done. It's pretty easy. But there's also a clear option. Many people, including myself, have wished that we can actually get rid of these berry trees if we wanted to. There you go. If we do that, someone should be able to go to that berry tree and simply remove it. I guess I don't really want to get rid of it right there, but people usually do if they get in the way or something like that. You can't move it, I don't believe. Oh, what was that? I think someone was healing. Don't worry about it. I'm a little bit paranoid. Wow, there are a lot of berry trees around here. I didn't see it. It's sort of like a random part of the forest. So we should really get ready to attack right now because I'm not too sure when the enemy respawns. I'm just still waiting for the weapons. I believe, yep, there's one right there. So we can go ahead and get one of these people. There we are. I wish I bought more leather suits now that I think about it from the shop guy. Hopefully we'll be able to actually see that. If not, then I'll probably just try and skip to it. I want to try and show as many things as I can. Now, I believe there was another option right here. Loot. I mean, it's basically loot. I wonder if looting this, like, if I... Is there anything specific that I can loot? Because I want to see if the cancel option actually works. Can I loot that? No. I'm pretty sure it just means loot this chest. So we'll find out if that's actually the case in a minute. Otherwise, I don't think there's too many extra additions. There is some combat rebalance, like I said, which was what you just saw right there. The goblins are very tough now. And then there's got the combat scenarios, as you can see right here. Hopefully I'll be able to get in a demand later, or a shop. I'll probably skip to that. There are apparently new harvesting commands. Clear to... Okay. Well, there you go. There is, in fact, some more options right here. If I go to harvest... Now, it basically gives you a more detailed description of what you can basically create. And it also tells you their traits. You know, like, for instance, corn right here, as it says, slow growing, but it's nutrition. So I imagine it probably gives you a little bit more corn for, well, it gives you more corn than perhaps turnips will, which grow very quickly, but not as nutritious, which probably is translated to how much you actually get. I would imagine, anyway. Unless it's how much they actually... I'm not too sure if they have a nutrition counter themselves. They don't seem to show one. Unless I am... unable to actually... Nutrition, there you go. So they got 70 nutrition right there. I wonder if that's different. I really wish it would change to the person if I clicked on them. If we go over here. So 70 nutrition. Someone that's eating, I probably should check that. 50 nutrition. So there you go. I guess maybe it depends on their levels of nutrition. So we will need to have one more soldier right here. What we'll probably do is make... I think 4's pretty good. Do I think 4's pretty good? Not really. Green fire, that's very interesting. Why are there... Sounds like wings. It just sounds like Drake wings or something like that. Very, very freaky. If we go ahead and get our farmer to actually go to be a footman, that'd be pretty great. I want to send as many people as we can into battle to hopefully defeat the goblin menaces and loot their stuff, which is pretty great, I might add. Let's go ahead and add more people to our party. Add members. Do, and do. There we are. Now we should be able to actually get them to attack this particular position right here. Now, like I said, I'm not just sure if these smaller goblins are similar to the original goblins, being that they are significantly weaker. But I'm going to assume so, since they do look significantly weaker. Now, we do have 5 footmen right here going in for the kill. Hopefully, they can deliver justice for what they did to us. Basically, a little bit of damage. As you can see, their swords seem to disappear, but then reappear again. It seems to be this very small area. As you can see, we're sort of luring one in at a time, which is really good for us. Okay. Daily update. This is the free criteria in order to get more people. Thank you very much. So as you can see, we're slowly making our way towards their camp. If we just go ahead and... Oh, we can't do it when paused, apparently. There we are. So they're very close. Combat has begun. This guy, I imagine, is very tough. Oh, he's backing up a lot. There's a little bit of lag. I think his actual size is a little bit bigger than usual people, so there's a little bit of collision right there with the people. However, we did defeat him. And we did pick... Oh, wait. We're going to kill this guy first. We actually got ourselves a giant bone axe. Now, I wonder if this is lootable. Is anything? No? This is probably lootable, though. Big chest. Right, so if we go to the loot option, does this actually work, or... We've defeated him, which is pretty great. But it doesn't seem to have done anything. Okay. Force cameras on. Holds loot. Yeah, I'm not too sure how to really get this done. It probably doesn't help that we have a bunch of people. However, we are picking up a lot of wood right here, which is good to see. How much wood did you pick up? You don't have an inventory, which is... I mean, you have equipment, but not an inventory. We got some houses as well. There you go. Oh, there you go. It looks like has he picked up the axe? He's just shoved it in his head, which is quite unfortunate. Apparently, you are a tent as well. Bit strange. Wait, what? Can I not select you guys now? Interesting. Everyone is in fact a tent. This is a new stage in evolution. Everyone is a tent. Can I just like go out of it? If I just go ahead and save, and I'll just be right back for a second. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I've not actually checked if the loot option works now. I'm not too sure if they spawn back as well. There's a lot of things I'm not really too sure about. Is the axe still in your head? It's a very good idea for us to actually find out if that is a fact. In fact, an axe in your head. No, it looks like you've just dropped it. Can we still not loot? Right click, right and grab item to loot items from the world. It seems like the loot option doesn't actually work. Not to my knowledge anyway, and also, no. Okay, it's still not a tent. Very good. Unfortunately, I can't show that to you. I'm not too sure if that's just me. Please let me know in the comments if that is actually the case, or if you're having similar issues. What I'm going to do, however, is the last thing I should really show you is the shops. The goblins, however, pretty fantastic. I'll give you my final thoughts on that once I actually get through the shops. I'll show you how that works, and I'll see you guys in a second. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I had to go on another world because it was taking a little bit too long for me to actually do anything. Also, I didn't see that, so we're probably going to get a cool message after this. So as you can see, a simple food cart has arrived. Now, the carts or the traders that usually come on are usually quite specific in the things that they sell. This is a simple food cart, so it will sell food, basically. I'm not too sure why the amazing basket of maize is 2,000 gold, but I guess it's because it's the amazing basket of maize. That is something I really wish we got in our previous world. I did get pretty far in before I just sort of gave up and made a new world because it was taking a bit too long. You can also sell stuff right here. As you can, start that again. Like I said before, the pelts are pretty good. Looks like the squirrel pelts actually sell for more than the rabbit pelts. This was actually different before. I do believe the rabbit pelts sold for a little bit more than the squirrel pelts. I believe 14 gold. So it looks like it's a little bit varied. Oak logs seem to have always been 1 gold. Same with hunks of stone, just 2 gold right there. Sell 30 golds worth of mean beds right there. We do have 7 of them, which will not be enough for us to get the amazing basket of maize. But as you can see, this is pretty good. You can buy them in stacks of 1 or 10. I wish there was a varied button where I could just click or like type in how many I want to buy and then click it or something like that. That'd be pretty useful, just in case I want to buy specifics. Otherwise, I'm just going to buy, like, I don't know, 10's alright. Not too bad. Buy, like, if you want 52, click 10 5 times, then 1 twice. I mean, there you go. That's how it works. I don't have any gold on me right now. Just quickly sell something. There we are. 12 gold. Fantastic. Sell a little bit more, and it's gone. It actually does disappear from the menu. Some people might want to know that. Also, I've got a lot of berry trees near me. Now, they do disappear, as you can see. Cool to see, and lots of gold appears near you. Gold looks really good. It doesn't really tell you how much gold is in a chest. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, go away. What are you doing? Looks like there might be 5 or 6 gold in the chest. I'm not too sure. It's a bit random. But there's no value to these. Like, I'm not too sure how much there really is. Someone probably does by calculating it. But anyway, that's a simple food cart. If we just go out of here, a goblin. As you can see, Chief Reed the... What the hell's that? Ceacious? Is he Ceacious? I'm not too sure if that is actually the case. He does have a different name, however, which is pretty cool. I like to see that. And also, he seems to have a different bunch of people that have spawned in the ground, which is quite awesome. not gonna lie. As you can see, you dumb bok. How dare you, sir? Me, big glittering chieftain, natural order mean you give me stuff, and I know D's Troy you. Okay. Me want supplies, understand? I mean, that last bit was pretty clear. I'm not just sure why you were really playing off the first sentence right there. It's fine. 4 oak logs, 12 fox jerky. Unfortunate. Oh, no, we have that. We can actually accept this deal. So we will accept this. A trade approaches your town, apparently. Fine, why not? There we are. We're going to satisfy you again? Oh, no, we cannot. Me back soon for stuff. Better have it or no good for you, little herfling. Okay, so we don't have all the fox jerky, but we can go ahead and try and give him everything. I'm not sure how long we really have before we actually have to give him everything, but as you can see, he's not exactly happy with the situation, and all of them are sort of back up right here. But yeah, this is sort of their first idea of random scenarios and their scenario campaign, I believe they're calling it. With just sort of the way the world interacts with you as, well, herflings, I suppose, but as you, as a creator. Cannot say as more there, really. But it's pretty cool. I like that it's their first step. It's interesting. You can interact with it, which is really good to see. Unfortunately, I couldn't loot before. I believe you guys saw that previously. I wonder if I can now. It doesn't seem to work. Or at least it doesn't give me an indicator that it's working. It probably does. But like I said, no indicator. So I cannot be sure, to be honest with you. Unless the chest is a target that they can hit. I'm not really too sure. These shops are pretty cool. I like how they're different every time. They seem to be quite... few and far between, sorry. I mean, before, it took me about 15 minutes to get it. This time, took me about 12 minutes to get it. But then after that, it seems to go on forever that you don't really get one. I'm not too sure if there's anything to that. I imagine it's quite random, like there's a specific time of day where they say, hey, want to trade? I'm not too sure if maybe this being open or closed has anything to do with it. And I mean, from what I've seen, the only decent thing this really has is to stop them from actually building anything, so you can go and build a house or something like that. Stop creating anything, that is. Also, I forgot to mention, you've got shields. Little shields. I mean, yeah, pretty cool. Also, I believe there are some other slab options from what I've seen. There you are. Stone slabs. Pretty cool. Different colors. Go mental. Can't really do too much of them because they don't really build anything going up or down. From what I've seen, anyway, there's some unique ways of actually doing it, though, which is cool to see. However, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's pretty cool. It's a decent step in the right direction, especially for their combat engine, which does need a, you know, it has a few upgrades. And I like how the goblins are a little bit tougher now and actually interact with you. So the world is feeling significantly more alive. All we need now is birds and weather and lots of really cool things. I'm looking forward to it. And also very giant Cthulhu-like creatures somewhere hiding in this forest. It's a very dark forest. I'm not sure I can really see anything in here. Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to make like a little hut in here. Beautiful. Anyway, talking about random stuff. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And don't forget to keep an eye on this game. It's looking pretty good. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good day. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.